to another episode of the Dangerous Divas podcast. I'm so excited for today's subject because it is something that we are all guilty of. All of us, especially those that are perfectionists. But I want to tell you guys, today's been a really, really good day. We are recording this, it is a Friday, so I hope you're having an amazing day. Whatever day you're listening to this podcast, and I want to thank you so much for being a part of this journey and just seeing how much we've grown already. Cool? Alright, so today's subject is I have to be perfect all the time. And if you're like me and you're an overachiever, you know that being perfect is like your number one thing. Everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be on point. Like literally, your desk has to be perfect. You have to look perfect. You have to eat perfectly, or else you just fail, right? But in truth, you don't. And it's taken a lot for me, but I want to teach you guys like what I went through. It's important that we grasp that we'll never be 100% perfect. We'll never be 100% spot on with our nutrition and our exercise. Like it's just not possible. We are humans. We are not 100% perfect, and there's no such thing as being 100% on point with your nutrition and your exercises if you're doing this for a lifestyle journey. Now, if you're in competition prep, I'm sorry, but you have to be 100% perfect. I had to do it, and it sucked. It really did suck. So if you're in the competition prep, don't listen to this episode because that is not for you. But most viewers and most listeners to our podcast are just doing this to be the healthiest that they can ever be, lose the weight that they need to lose to be amazing and feel the best and just have a great life in general, right? So we have to understand that being perfect is not a thing with our nutrition and exercise. It's never going to happen. We're never going to be 100% perfect. So what you need is what we call the 84-16 rule, all right? So all you need is 84-16. And I'm going to get more into details about this, but I don't want you to be expected to be perfectly spot on, right? A lot of people expect to be spot on. Even if you started a program or you just started your fitness journey, you're like, I'm going to be spot on 100%. And they never expect to skip their nutrition. They never expect to miss a workout. By doing this and by trying to be perfect all the time, you're actually setting yourself up for a mental failure. And you're setting unrealistic expectations. Because at that point, what's going to happen is that you're not going to be 100%, and then you're going to have a mental breakdown about it. And your goals are not going to be closer, and so on and so forth. And you're going to bring yourself down in a downward spiral. Can't talk today. But what you need is the 84-16 rule. So what you only need to do everything right 84% of the time. 84% of the time, that's nothing. And when you look at the big picture, there are 52 weeks in a year. So when you take that 16% out, it equals to about 8 weeks that you can mess up, that you can still live a healthy lifestyle, that you can still progress towards your goals, but you can go all out. And I'm not going to say like, okay, have a pizza and an ice cream and this and that. Like, obviously you want to watch what you eat, but it gives you about 8 weeks in the entire year that it's okay to mess up, right? And now I'm not saying this, that you should have a mindset like this all the time, because obviously you should try to do your best every single day. However, it is the summer, right? If you go on vacation, like I did a couple weeks ago, you're gonna know that it's not going to derail your progress. If you're, going out of town for a couple days, or you just don't want to worry about being perfect for the weekend, you are going to know that it is not going to affect your progress. It is not going to affect your health journey. It is not going to affect your fitness journey. And you need to understand that it's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to eat a meal out. You are totally fine, all right? I'm eating a meal out tonight. Like, totally okay, right? So If you had a bad day yesterday, and this is where the 84-16 rules comes, and it's all in your head, right? If you had a bad day yesterday, you know that you can bounce right back. Instead of going downward in the spiral direction, you know that with that rule, you'll be able to bounce back on as soon as it happens. And the worst thing that you can do, when you have a bad day, when you have a bad weekend, when you just didn't eat your best or didn't do your workout, whatever, the worst thing you can do is stop and dwell on how bad your week, your weekend, or your day was. What you need to do is move on. Continue to keep moving forward. There is no point of dwelling onto something that already happened. It is the past. It is something that you cannot change. So move on with one step, bouncing right back, one action, meal prepping for your week to be successful, and one movement, getting your exercise done in the right direction, is all you need to start again. Remember, this is a lifestyle journey. This is a lifestyle change, and there are going to be a lot more downs than there's going to be ups. And our journey will be defined how we respond to these downs. So what I want you to do is change your mindset about the downs, be okay with it, and then bounce right back and move on, because it already happened and it's something that you cannot change. I promise you, you can do this. I was able to do it. I don't understand how you cannot do it. If I can do it, so can you. And you will do this because you are freaking amazing. Okay? That is it. That is all for today's episode. This is the little kick in the butt that you need today. You don't have to be perfect at all the time. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy your day, and please have fun, because this is a lifestyle change. Okay? I'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Peace.